Hey guys, DashingSceptile here, and in this video, we're doing something a bit interesting. We are going to be doing a team builder / mock analysis video for the quarterfinals of the BBR D-League against T. Rowe Price and the Columbus Cobalians. So I thought mock analysis was needed, and I had like 11 mocks, so we're just going to go through most of them. But if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, comment below, and subscribe if you're new. So, into this matchup, I made 3 different Poker Pace teams and 1 final team. So, that's gonna be interesting. So, as you guys know, our team is on the left and above, and it consists of Chi-Yu, Corviknight, Annihilate, Sylveon, Cyclizar, Gastrodon, Espathra, Lycanroc Dusk, Spidops, and Muck. And my opponent's team consists of Roaring Moon, Palafin, Annihilate, Iron Moth, Hatterene, Donphan, Arboliva, Tinkaton, Froslas, Squawkabilly, and Pikachu. One thing before we start, Vileplume, I hate you for letting T-Rowe get this broken team. Okay, that's done. Sorry, I hate that they allowed my opponent, to get the top 4 Mons. Because they're all broken, and oh my gosh, okay. Whew, okay, so what do we expect? So I sort of made like a team at what I thought T-Rowe would bring just in prep. So my brain thought that T-Rowe would be bringing this team you see right in front of you, which is a Roaring Moon, a Palafin, a Iron Moth, a Annihilate, a Tinkaton, and a Donphan. Now the reason for why I think they're gonna bring this, because I need to really try and counteract what they're gonna bring, like what I think they're gonna bring. So I think they're gonna bring a really defensive Roaring Moon, enough speed for Lycanroc Dusk with Dragon Dance, Throat Chop, Roost, and Taunt. Because Roost and Taunt Roaring Moon is this Roaring Moon set destroys me on the spot. I also expect this Palafin set with Bulk Up, Jet Punch, Drain Punch, Sub. This Palafin set literally beats Gastrodon 1v1, and it's really annoying for my team. I expect this Iron Moth set. It is EV'd to outspeed a max speed Chi-Yu with the moves of Energy Ball, Fiery Dance, Sludge Wave, and Psychic. I expect 4 defense force, but definitely on 60, I believe it's 68 HP. Yeah, 68 HP. And then I expect my opponent to bring a Tinkaton with max HP, max Spadef to beat the Espathra counter with Knockoff and Encore. I expect my opponent to bring the Annihilate with Drain Punch, Taunt, Bulk Up, Rage Fist because it can set up on the Corviknight. And I expect my opponent to bring the Donphan because it's the only removal this game. So that's why I expect Donphan here. So this is what I'm sort of like expecting, but they could bring Hatterene or like something else here. But these are the 6 I really expect them to bring. So let's get into what I call the phases. Phase 1, out of the first team that we made, I named all my teams. So Phase 1, the Shift Gear Bike and Double Scarf. And as you can see in front of you, this was Phase 1 of Double Scarf and the Shift Gear Bike. So originally, the plan is to lead Cyclizar as they would lead Palafin. As they go hard Tinkaton, I would Shift Gear, then Fire Fang. If they're Spadef, it would do 79 to 90%, and I would have a high chance to do that much damage, meaning Espathra would be cleaned up if that was the Clover Claw. Come on. Dragon Claw was a neutral option on Annihilate and Iron Moth, and Ice Spinner was mainly there for the Roaring Moon. In case it terrestrializes into a flying type, I could still hit it for good damage, because I felt flying was really good into my team, but also Dark's also really good. But like I just feel flying is better because it can set up on Corv, but also that means it's weak to Accelerock from Lycanroc. So this was my first go at this team. Originally Lycanroc was Jolly, so I have done some mocks. Lycanroc was Jolly. So since we are, I'm gonna pull up I'm gonna pull up some of the mocks with this that we use this team in, and I will see you guys there. So here we are. This was a team that one of my friends, Jordan, brought against me in the first mock that I did for this matchup. As you see, they had a Choice Band Donphan, a Max Speed Annihilate, a Booster Energy Acrobatics Roaring Moon, and a Choice Scarf Iron Moth, a Leftovers Hatteran, and the biggest, actually, let me just do down, yeah, they have Hurricane, the Iron Moth for the Annihilate. Something to note, and the biggest note to note for this mock was the Assault Fest Palafin. That was a really, really big problem, because as you're going to see in this mock battle right here, that we are going to put this on fast mode, and we're going to you guys are going to see what happened in one of the mock games that we had. So it's not really that. So I just lead Cyclozar on the Annihilate as I go Corv as they Rage Fist. And then they taunt. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go Brave Bird because I am Sharpbeak. I believe I said that I was Sharpbeak on my Corv. Well, I am Sharpbeak. So I was just like, okay, Brave Bird's free. And I'm like, okay. I'm just like, okay, Reaper's free. They go Hatter. I just click it again. I crit, which is unfortunate. But then I think I click, yeah, I do click U-turn into the Chi-Yu as a Mystical Fire, but I'm like, I don't care. Terra Fire, Lava Plume kills you, or kills the Hatter, and does nothing to Iron Moth because of the Spatak drop. They go Roaring Moon and they one-shot my Annihilate, so I'm like, okay, that's not the bad, because they were actually Boost Energy in speed, which was actually you see the chat that like I was Jolly liking this game, which this is why I became adamant, because of that one roll I got. I can't have that happen in the actual game, so I believe I was Adam in the actual game, because this I was Jolly for this game, and the next game I was Jolly. I changed my set after my next mock, but yeah, as you see, we type in chat, and you may think at this point I have won. I have 3 months left, and there's just a Palafin left. Here's where the Assault Fest becomes a problem, because I can't kill this thing with the Spathra. Meaning, the Palafin will win in the end game, as you can see. He wave himself Jet Punched, and then just Jet Punches the Chi-Yu and wins. So, that's one thing I did note. I did note that Palafin with a Sword Vest is going to be a problem. Yeah, thank you Jordan for that mock. I'm gonna go to our next game where we find one of my other friends, and we're gonna go to their poker pace, which is right here. Alright. So I'm gonna try and zoom out a tiny bit. But like as you can see at what they have here, they have a Roaring Moon, boost in attack, D-Dance, Jawlock, Roost, Acrobatics. They have a Max HP, Max Bedef, Palafin, Grass Knot, Jet Punch, Jam Punch, Flip Turn, Hatteran, Calm, Mystical Fire, Trick Room, Dazzling Gleam, Side Shock. That's probably their Spathra answer. Iron Moth with max special attack, 188 speed and 180 speed and 76 defense. The 180 is to catch to actually treat you. Their Annihilate was Choice Scarf. They had this here because they thought I got Shadow Sneak, but it didn't. So he just has 3 moves in their team, and the Frost was just a lead, I think. But yeah, let's go into their game, which was right here. Okay, so I believe in this mock I lead Cyclozar on the lead Palafin, which I do, and then I shift gear here and I click. I think I click Dragon Claw. Yeah, I do. And as you can see, it does good damage, and close combat does just kill me, which is fine. Having like, okay, I'm just gonna be real. Going into this game, my biggest folks, my biggest goal was to get a KO. No, it was how can I abuse a Palafin lead as much as I can, because they're probably leading Palafin in the actual game. So my mindset was like, how can I abuse Palafin lead? Cyclozar Shift Gear is a good way to abuse Palafin lead, and like an SD Lycanroc is a good way to abuse Palafin lead, although they never stay in because they never switch out. That's the problem with that. So I was like, Shift Gear Cyclozar for this phase 1 at least. So I Rage Fist, and I think I Rage Fist, I can't Rage Fist again because I am Scarf. So, and they got the Curse Body. So they just have a spike on me. That's fine. I believe I had defog on this specific Corv. Yeah, they saw I was like, I was Jolly Choice Band with that Accelerock. Yeah, they see that, so they go for Dragon Punch, and then Flip Turn. And I think I go for Brave Bird, which I do, and I do a good chunk to the Iron Moth. So that was really good. Iron Moth uses Fiery Dance, and then my Corv is gone, and then I could bring in the Cheetah, because remember, I am Choice Scarf. We are double Scarf. Scarf Ape, Scarf Cheetah, and the Shift Gear Bike. Band Accelerock, Lycanroc, Life Orbis Pathra, and Sharp B Corviknight. So we're bringing a Pathra here. We click Protect, I think. Yeah, we protect just to guarantee outspeed this thing, and then we click Shadow Ball, and we do 50 as they go for Trick Room, and then they go for Mystical Fire. I think I just go for Shadow Ball again. No, I go for Lumina. They just scout their Cloak, and they are Cover Cloak, so that was good to know. I Protect, and then they Dazzling Gleam on the Protect, and I think I go down here. No, I get double. I think I go for triple. And I don't get it. Yeah, that's right. And then my Spathra is down, and then I bring up my Annihilate because I am Choice Scarf, and it's gonna come down to this Annihilate because they were max speed Choice Scarf, and they outsped me because I was adamant with enough defense investment to live a Roaring Moon, Acrobatics. No, it was a Crunch. I lived a Roaring Moon Choice Band Crunch was my EV spread on the Annihilate. So as you see, Palafin wins the game once again against me. Yeah, this matchup's not good, as you can see, because Palafin and Roaring Moon just destroy me. But so that was the next mock. So once again, a Solfest Palafin is a problem. I will say that again. A Solfest Palafin is a problem for my team. So we're gonna go to the next mock, and my friend Byram. As you see, this is what I believe. No, wait, this was Fran brought. Thank you, Fran, for the mock, and we're gonna go to Byram's mock, which was right here. So Byram brought Giga. They brought a Hatterene with Giga Drain, Psyshock Mystical Fire Light Screen with Light Clay, Double Soulfest and Palafin and Donphan. They brought a Choice Band Terra Dark Moon. They brought a Choice Scarf Iron Moth, and they leftovers Tinkaton. This is really good on what I expect. So as you see here, this is the game, and we're just gonna play it. And this was one. I changed I changed Lycanroc to Adamant for this game. So we will see how that changes in this game. So I believe I shift gear. Yeah, this was where I shift gear as you hard thing a ton, and I fire Fang, and I do 87, which is a good ship for Spather. Unfortunately, I got a flinch, but I think I lived a player off because I was very phys def in this thing. I believe. Yeah, I was very bulky in this thing. They side shock. This was when they told me. This was when one of my friends told me I should be mirror herb. No, not mirror armor for the Hatter Mystical Fire. That was when I realized I should be mirror armor. I believe here I was pressure still. Yeah, I was pressure still. I should be mirror armor for the Hatter Mystical Fire. So I U-turn as a knock off my Sharp Beak. I go Annihilate as a Endeavor, which does not work because I'm a Ghost type and I have more HP. It just doesn't affect because I am a Ghost type. That's what it is, yeah. So I Brave Bird, and I think they Earthquake catch me trying to roost. Now U-turn, and I think I go on Ape as they go Moon. I Ice Punch because I am Choice Scarf as they U-turn. They go Iron Moth, and I believe I go Hardcore and sack it off. Yeah, that is right. I do go Hardcore and sack it off to the Iron Moth, which is fine. And I believe I run Lycanroc. And they go Hatter, yeah, and then Accelerac just knocks out the Hatter at this point. Then Palvin comes, and I think I go into my Cyclizar because that's still alive, and I Wave Crush was like 0 to my Cyclizar. And then CC just knocks out my Cyclizar, which is fine. It's honestly fine at that point. Because I have my Annihilate and I can click. I believe click CC, yeah, because it's free there. Because Iron Moth has a chance to just get 2-shot. And so they are Scarf as well. And then I kill with close combat. Then Palafin comes in. I'm just gonna make this one like fast. So you guys got the idea. Jump Punches my Palafin, and I Wave Crashes my Espathra, and Lumina Crash on the Palafin, and it barely doesn't kill me. I mean, I barely don't kill it. And then Accelerock on that, and then I Accelerock because I guarantee kill the Roaring Moon that crit not out at the end. So that was the Mock versus Bajram for Byram for Team 1. And then we have one final mock for Phase 1, folks, which is right here against my friend Orn. Or I guess he's an friend Orn. He brought a Boots Donphan with not EQ, not Gungshot Rabbit Spin, a Roaring Moon with Throat Chop, Jawlock, Roost, Dragon Dance, like a similar set to what I expect. A Bandit Palafin, and this is where I found that Bandit Palafin is a problem for my team, folks. Well, not this mock, but the second mock, the second phase was where I found it was a problem. Wave Crash, Jump Punch, Flip Turn CC, and then Tinkaton, Akka for the Chiyu. Tinkaton, player of knockoff Stealth Rock, and then their Iron Moth was Sludge Wave, Fiery Dance, Energy Ball, and then Dazzling Gleam, and then the Hatteran was Sideshock, Nuzzle, Giga Drain, Mystical Fire. So, this was the team for that. And now, I'm sorry, my voice is really hurting. Okay, we're just gonna put this on hyper fast. So we lead the Shift Gear, Alcabaric Rocks. Player does kill me because they're core offensive. Lava Flume, and then Wave Crash. It's so fast when I can't keep up. You guys get the idea. Speed Boost kills the Hatteran, which is really nice. Palm comes in and Jet Punches. Because this thing's a problem. Palm comes in again and Jet Punches. Like, I have to pick a sack to Palm every single time. That's what happens with Band. I have to pick a sack to it every time. So that was, the first and the final mock for Phase 1. Let me just go over here, and okay. So that was phase 1. Not really that successful, but I hope the next phase is going to be better. So, the next phase was phase 2. Regen Vest plus Specs Fish and Band Burb. As you see here, this is what I thought for phase 2. And I thought Specs Chiyu, Choice Band Corviknight, Sulfa Cyclizar, Rocky Helmet Gash because Rocky Helmet also looks Grass Knot, Pasho Lycan, and then Scarf Sylveon. I thought Scarf Sylveon because I was originally this EV spread, but I changed it later. But basically I was Max Special Attack because on my Sylveon I'm creeping the sorry about that. I'm creeping the Iron Moth, Max Speed Iron Moth. No, I think I was creeping a Roaring Moon, creeping my Lycan. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. Cyclizar was outspeeding Max Speed Roaring Moon. Chiyu was outspeeding Max Speed Tinkaton. Lycanroc was max for the Iron Moth, and I believe Corv was just enough speed to outspeed sort of like a speed down fan. This set honestly has the works and it needs to work. So, we're gonna pull up those mocks. We'll see you in a second. So, we basically only had 2 mocks with this sort of team because I didn't really like, this team sort of. It was just like, a mixed build, like, do I like it, do I not? Basically, we fought Bowsram and Orn again, so the exact same, Poke Pastes for both of them that they brought. So we are going to go into Bowsram's game and then Orn's game. So, here was, me versus Bowsram phase 2, and, I noticed a little bit about this, that, I'm just put this on fast, like, my Corviknight was, I just like Corv, and seeing this was amazing. That's a lot of damage. Being real, that's a lot of damage. So, shout outs to everyone that has made me a mock. You are amazing, and I appreciate you. So, we just click Braveheart. I think we go hard Gastro. I'm a knockoff. Unfortunately, I'm not Storm Drain. I'm not Sigilyph, but I need Storm Drain for the Palafin. So as I go I go hard Sylvan because I don't want to take a Giga Drain. Corviknight, Donphan, I have Wish, so I can heal up Corv after I click Braveheart a couple times. So they go Palafin as I go Corv. I just click Braveheart here, and it just nukes something. And this is when I found out. That's the lead. That's the right lead. I found out at this moment that it was actually the next game, which I would tell you then. So we had her in Earth Powers. As you see, it's sort of like a loop, like this and that, and then I Wish on the side shock, and then I think I go Corv and pick Braveheart, and then something dies. As literally what it does this game. Corv comes in, clicks Braveheart, something dead. That's what Corviknight does this game. So I found it out. Like, see, look, that's 94 gone from Roaring Moon. You see what I mean by this? Sad, and then I go for knockoff, and then I think I go for another one or Ice Spinner, yeah, because I am a Sword Vest on this set. I'm like really defensive. No, I'm like max HP. I lost speed, I believe. I can just check what it is, but like, yeah. We Earth Power on the Palafin and the Executon fan. If the Earthquake here, that's a good play, which you do. Now I'm like, oh gosh, was that great? I see one there, and then at this point, looking at it, Palafin looks like it's gonna win, which it does, because I don't have anything for Palafin. I think I SD here to try and get some momentum, but it doesn't really work because Palafin in the end or Donphan, it doesn't live. But like, I sort of like this Lycanroc set, but it was way too unreliable, I felt. So yeah, I felt it was way too unreliable into this matchup. So yeah, thank you for Byram for all of the mocks that we did to each other. Yeah, we did. I really appreciate it. Now let's do Oren's mock for the second time because Oren and I did 3 mocks. The phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So, whoops, forgot to make that dark theme. And, that's that. But, we're gonna go to the page, which is right here. As you guys saw, it was the same stuff as before. So we're gonna go into this. We're gonna switch the sides and then, this. Okay. So, I believe in this mock, I'm gonna make it on fast. I believe on this mock yeah, this was when I realized Choice Band Corv is the bring because it can literally it can do so much damage to one mon on the team, and that's all I need, honestly, in this mock. I found, I basically found my way to abuse Palafin. I found my way to abuse Palafin in the Corviknight. Because as you're going to see right here, they flip turn, and as you see, turn 1, that happened. The Iron Moth just dropped. That was when I realized, okay, Banded Corv is the wave here. But yeah, and this is where I found out that Bandit Palafin was a problem for my team because it did more than 50% of the Gastrodon, and I was like, oh boy, that ain't gonna be fun. Just why I was like, where's my Annihilate? Because I didn't bring Annihilate in phase 2 because I was like, I didn't like Annihilate. My friends told me in the mocks, they're like, Annihilate has a really weird game for both of our Annihilate. So I'm like, I agree. Like, it has a weird game. It's like Scarf for nothing, because the bulk up sets can't really do anything into this matchup with the Palafin and the Chiyu. Either Annihilate, because it's an Annihilate mirror. So I am Lava Plume, and I just one shot because I'm Specs instead of Scarf this time. They CC and kill the Gastros, and then I'm like, oh boy, I have no switch in Jet Punch. So they go Adoran, and I'm Scarf Sylveon. I'm Scarf with Hyrule Voice and Moonblast because there is a possibility of Throat Chop Roaring Moon. So I knock off the band, thankfully, and Jet Punch does kill my Cyclosaur. I maybe should have swapped into Sylveon, but no, I saw Sylveon with the Wincon, and then Lycanroc, and then I go Lycanroc. I think I click CC here on Donphan, which I do. And I believe I go into Chiyu. No, I go Sylveon. Yeah, this was sort of a throw from me, I will say. Going Sylveon there was sort of a throw, but my friend Orange does the biggest throw of all and terrestrializes as a one shot. that was a fun a fun mock that my some friends have, and some didn't really learn much, but I learned that Bandit Palafin is a problem. So basically, Palafin is the biggest threat to my entire team in seconds. Palafin is the biggest threat to my entire team. I just know that for a fact. And then we move on to phase 3, and then the final phase after that. So as you saw, phase 2 went somewhat well. I found things that I liked in the actual game, I found things I actually liked bringing, like the Choice Band Corviknight, for example. So I was really fond of the Corviknight set. So we are going on to phase 3, folks, which phase 3 consists of the Wisping Fairy and the Rocking Ape. And you may be like, Sylveon doesn't get Will-O-Wisp. Not Sylveon, but Chiyu. So we are Terra Fairy in this build, with Wisp, Terra Blast, Flamethrower, Psychic. Our Annihilate is a really Spadef with, I was like, ooh, like a Spadef taunt rocks 8 looks really good with like Rock Tomb and Rage Fist. So my investment in Annihilate here is basically we are Stealth Rock Taunt, Rage Fist Rock Tomb, because I really liked that set. We are 84 speed to outspeed. I believe we outsped a Roaring Moon Creeping Lycan at -1 after like a Rock Tomb. And I guarantee I'll spit Iron Moth after the Rock Tomb as well. We are Choice Band Lycan and Choice Band Corv. I really like these two sets. Spathra didn't really do that much in the mocks because it was sub CM restored power, which got walled by Roaring Moon. But I was like, if I can force the Terran into flying, it can be really good. And then Cyclozar was the same regen vest from Phase 2 that I thought. So we're gonna go into the mocks. So we had a mock from Spider, from Ornn, and from Order. From Order. So we're gonna go into those mocks right here, which this was against Spider. Yeah, this was against Spider, and so they brought an interesting mock. They brought a Adamant Boost Energy Roaring Moon. They brought a with Dragon Nest Acrobatic Torch Up Outrage. They brought a Palafin, like I expect. Sub bulk up Drain Punch, Rage, Drain Punch, Jet Punch. That's what goes crazy into my team. A Solvus Hatter, and I can assume for this Panther or the Chiyu. Either works with Nuzzle / like Dazzling Gleam Giga Drain. Annihilate with CC U-Turn Rage Fist Gunk Shot with a Choice Scarf Adamant. Iron Moth with Toxic Spikes, Energy Ball, Fiery Dance, Sludge Wave with a Shardy Berry. And then Tingaton, like a Fizz of Tingaton. With Thunder Wave, Stealth Rock, Gigaton, Hammer, and Play Rough. So, let's go into that mock, which was right here. So, things to note. So we're gonna put it on fast, and I'm just gonna watch it with you guys. So they lead Palafin, and my lead was always just set rocks because basically here my plan was set rocks to see if they did Palafin and I set rocks, how do I respond? Because if my opponent goes Hatterene on the obvious ghost type, that's just gonna be a wild play, because I don't know why you would go Hatterene on an Annihilate. That's just a personal that's just a question for myself. Why'd you go into a ghost type on a why'd you go into a psychic type on a ghost type? So we Brave Bird and you do 29. That's Fizz Def. That's Fizz of Tinka, by the way. So we click Brave Bird again, I believe. Yeah, and we do 57 to Palvin. So that's like, oh my gosh, it's so good ship. They sub, I get paralyzed, which is unfortunate, but I think I just click Brave Bird until I die, which I do. Click Brave Bird, and then I believe they Jet Punch and I Brave Bird again, so this was a good exchange, exchanging Corv for Palafin, and I would honestly take that exchange any day of the week if that happens in the actual game. Lycanroc Dust comes on, likes Elrock as they are Truddy Berry, and they do live barely. So this was maybe like a misplay for me, I say. Like, I maybe brought Lycanroc way too early. I could have maybe went Annihilate because I guarantee lived a Psychic on my Annihilate because I'm like really Spadef. So that was a bit of a misplay, I'd say, but I'm always fast on my Cyclozar, and I can always knock off. And honestly, I probably should have won this thing first, because I am a Swordfest, and I take any hit Iron Moth wants to go for at me. So that was a bit of a misplay there, but I really haven't been playing that badly in the mock. So I knock off on the Hatterene, knock off at Swordfest, as I Ice Spinner, because I don't really have anything else to hit the Hatterene with, and I don't really need the Cyclozar anymore. So I go Cheater and a Flamethrower, and the Hatterene is gone. So then I Terra on the predicting the dark move, the fighting move, of course, because I'm a dark type. As I Terra Blast on the Tinkaton, I Flamethrower on the Annihilate, and then I think they missed a Gunk Shot, which would have killed, which was really unfortunate in the moment. And Roaring Moon comes in, I think Terrace is in Flung Dragon Dances. I believe I have Terra Blast. It does not kill, which is really unfortunate there. And Acrobatics does kill me. And I believe here is where I just lose the Roaring Moon because I did not prep my Annihilate for a +1 booster Terraflying. My Cobra Berry lets me live a +1 Terraflying, but not booster engine attack. That's what it does. So yeah, that's what my Annihilate does in the moment. So yeah, that was against some Spider. Thank you for the mock. I learned a lot. The Roaring Moon really does go through my team. And our next mock is against Orn. Once again, same team. I had all three teams just ready to go. Because like I had these mocks on April 21st, which I believe April 21st, I'm just checking right now, was a Friday. I had like these mocks on I believe it was Friday. Yeah, I had like the team made, and these mocks were on like a Friday, so that I was like I was free on Friday, so I just did a lot of mocks then. This mock I think I did learn a lot in this one, so because let's just play it. I let my aim click rocks, and then here's where I learned. Look, okay. If you're watching, I rock tomb, I get the speed drop, and then I outspeed again. And I rock tomb again, and then I believe they jet punch and just kill me. I believe, yeah, they do. Then I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go my choice band Corv. Cause look at Tinkaton, and now it's no more. Okay, no, I U-turned that because it's going to come in. Yeah, that's fair. I CC, which should always just one shot because I am banded adamant. They bring a non-fan. I never stay in there. And I go Corv because unfortunately they knock off the choice band, and I Brave Bird, which does a good chunk of Don fan. That thing is really physical. So that thing taking that one trip is really good for me. They knock off as I go for U-turn. And like Rock Dusk clicks close combat and kills. I do nothing on Crim Matter because I am choice banded. I then go Corv and just sacking it off. And they go Nuzzle, and I'm like, okay, can I get off a Brave Bird? And they Mystical Fire, which is fine. So then I'm like, Cyclozar, a U-turn, trying to do some damage to it. As a side shock, I'm like, okay. I'm like a Bass Pathos at this game. I'm trying to force in the Roaring Moon, but it's not working. A U-turn. So I bring him a Chiyu and the Nuzzle, which is this was where I was sort of throwing. I'm like, yeah, I sort of like was throwing here because Palvin I Terra here as a flip turn, and that crit actually matters because I'm like. See, as you see in the here, it did 73 to 90, 67 to 79. I don't know why I said the number before, but yeah, I Ice Burner, but they're Terra Dark, and I Dragons again. I U-turn as they go Lycanroc. As I go like rock, and then I just Accelerock, and I'm hoping that Accelerock can bring it back for me end game. So they go for CC. I'm here hoping I can win with my stored power. I then go for sub. I do go for sub, and I go for a Roost. I'm trying to get some more HP back. The Fiery Dance. I'm basically at this point trying to get speed boosts. And that was a spot throw, and then I think I go for sword power here. I don't get the kill, but I should always live another one. And I go for sword power, and I kill the Palvin there. So this especially sword, the Espadros has sort of worked actually, so that's a plus. But yeah, phase 2 is no wait, this was phase 3. Phase 3 has one more mock, and then we are just we have no more mocks after this next one. We have no more mocks, and we're just gonna go through our final team versus T-Row. So maybe that was a misplay for me not having a mock with my final team, but some people helped me make the final team, like Orn. So thank you for that, and thank you, Orn, for all the mocks. And we have one last mock right here. So this is what Order Brawl versus me. They brought a Choice Band Roaring Moon, a Choice Specs Palafin, a Assault Fist Annihilate, a Heavy Duty Boots Iron Moth, a Cobra Cloak Tingaton, and a Leftovers Donphan, which is really good to know into this game. Maybe I expect Donphan to either be Leftovers or AV or Helmet this game. So as you guys see this team, so we're gonna now go into the mock right here. So as you guys see, as you guys see, so I'm gonna put this on fast once again. I may have forgotten. Yeah, I forgot to put it on fast against Orin. I believe it didn't for spread as well. So I'm gonna put on fast so we can get this going, because we are already 28 minutes in. No, we're 41 minutes in. Jeez, time flies. We Rock Tomb on the Annihilate comes in, and we Rock Tomb again. Activating Define, which is not the best, but I think I Rage Fist, as they Rage Fist as well. So honestly, that's sort of a good trade, I guess, because I just knock off the next turn. So that's sort of a good trade. I think I just Ice Spinner here, and we Stealth Rock, and Ice Spinner again, and they knock off, which does a good chunk to me. And I think I just knock off, trying to get rid of the leftovers. They Rabbit Spin my rocks away as I go for Ice Spinner and kill them, so that's nice for me. Then they go Palvin, click Jet Punch. They don't go Jet Punch. Oh wait, yeah, Specs. There's special. They go for Surf. So this was a really interesting set. I was like, oh, it's special. That could come, yeah. So I go hard Cyclizar on the U-turn, as I just for some regen. I go for Roost because you can Gigaton twice in a row, as you go for Knockoff. So I'm like, okay, that's fine, I guess. I'm just gonna Roost again on the Thunder Wave. Now I'm like, okay, not the best thing. Go for Calm Mind, trying to get some boosts, some boosts. I get crit, and I think I just have to store at this point, which I get a crit, so that's nice. Q comes in, and I think I just Flamethrower here, which is fine. They go Roaring Moon, I Terra Fairy, and I Terra Blast. No, I Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, that's right, I Will-O-Wisp to try and burn this thing. An Iron Moth, Terra Blast, does 0. So maybe 1 for Dark Pulse there, but it's fine. Or did I even have Dark Pulse? I forgot. But yeah, Lycanroc dies. I go Lycanroc. I try and Accelerock everything. Like Accelerock, like Adamant Band has a chance to win right here. Palafin comes in. Chiyu. I bring in Chiyu. They Surf. Now I'm like, okay, that's not great. I go Psychic. Oh yeah, that's what I was asking. Psychic. That's what it was. Yeah. And then they Surf, and then I think I just Surf. Yeah, I do. Yeah, okay. That was the mock versus order. Specs Palafin was a pretty big issue for my team. I hope so to everyone that made a mock, I thank you a lot. I thank you. Thank you for making me a mock for T-Row and the Columbus Cobalians. Now we're gonna go into our final team for the BBR D-League quarterfinals. And I will see you guys there. And we are here with this was phase 3 team, and now moving on to the final phase called the Choice Friends. All right, this is it. This is the team that we are bringing in versus T-Row. So the first Mon So you guys see the matchup once again because it's been a minute. So no one brought Pikachu or Squawkabilly or Arbolova, which is what I expect, which is good. So, we are gonna be our first mon is our Chiyu. Choice specs: Terra Fire with Overheat, Dark Pulse, Lava Plume, and Flamethrower. Timid Nature, Beads of Ruin ability, 36 HP, 4 defense, 4 speed def, 212 speed, max special attack. I outspeed max speed Tinkaton, I believe. That's me. I believe that's me speed creep. Max speed Tinkaton. Yes, it is. It's either Tinkaton or Annihilate. One of those two. I believe it's Tinkaton, but I could be wrong. So, choice specs. I felt specs was good. If I can Lava Plume on the Heart of Roaring Moon or the Palafin, that can be really nice if I can snag a burnout on one of those two. So, I felt Lava Plume was really good here. And yeah, this is our final Sunflower set for the quarterfinals. This is our quarterfinals. This is our Sunflower set for the quarterfinals. The next mon that we are bringing is our Corviknight. Choice Band Corviknight, Adamant, 108 HP, max attack, 4 defense, 4 speed def, 140 speed, with U-turn, Brave Bird, Facade, and Roost. Adamant Nature with the Mirror Armor ability. A Mirror Armor for the Hatter Mystical Fire, so my special attack will not be lowered. Its special attack will be lowered instead. We are speedy for someone with speed on man. Facades in case we get paralyzed from the Hatter and Nuzzle or Ironmoth Will-O-Wisp, and we can facade back, and we can do really good damage to everything with Facade on Brave Bird. The only resist is Tinkaton to both moves. Next mon is our Gastrodon. Max HP, max Fizz Def, 4 Speed Def, Earth Power, Recover, Stealth Rock, Icy Wind. I don't really have much versus Palafin, so if it is and I believe this can also take on Donphan or Roaring Moon. It can take one hit from Roaring Moon and Icy Wind, which is really nice. With the Rocky Helmet for Grass Knot and other moves. Sylveon. Yeah, I changed my Sylveon sets. So I was just max because the bulk I had originally never really came in play. So I am Side Shock, Hybrid Voice, Baton Pass, Moonblast. With I am Moonblast and Hybrid Voice because I need 2 moves. One in case Roaring Moon clicks Throat Chop and I cannot use Hybrid Voice. Then it can just have Dragon Dances and I lose the game. So that is a problem. That's why we have Moonblast. Side Shock's also really good move here. If we can catch an Iron Moth coming in. So that will also be nice. Yeah, max 4 HP. Next mon is our Lycanroc. Dusk, Adamant Nature. We are 244 speed Adamant. We outspeed a max speed Tinkaton as Adamant Nature. 4, and then we have 4 in each defense, and then max attack. With Accelerock, Close Combat, Psychic Fangs, and Stonage. Psychic Fangs for the Annihilate. CC is just really free in Accelerock. You guys know why we have Accelerock for the Jet Punch and the Roaring Moon. And then Stonage just as another move. I almost did Sucker Punch in this set, but I thought Stonage would have been better for the Hatter or something like that. And then I just want to make sure. Was that our last set? No, we have one more set. Which is the Stealth Walking Annihilate with the one that we had in phase 3, the Whispering Fair and the Rocking Ape. The Rocking Ape is here. So we have Stealth Rock, Taunt, Rage Fist, Rock Tomb. So this Annihilate set is max HP, 172 speed def, 84 speed with Careful Nature, Stealth Rock, Taunt, Rage Fist, Rock Tomb. Rock Tomb is mainly there, and my speed investment is to outspeed a Roaring Moon at -1 after it takes a Rock Tomb and has its speed lowered. Rage Fist is really good because my opponent's only ghost resists are Arbolova, Squawkabilly, and Roaring Moon, outside of Terra, and Taunt is really good to prevent my opponent's Dawn Fan from setting up Stealth Rocks on me, and it cannot Rabbit Spin either on me because I am a Ghost type. So this Annihilate set does really good here, and that's gonna be it for the team builder. And I am looking forward to the quarterfinals against Tiro Price and the Columbus Cobalians for the that will be uploaded on Monday. So I will see you guys then. Peace out, my Septile Squad, and to everyone else that's watching, thank you.